Shock, gasp, horror. It's an autograph update. Ahoy everybody, and yes, welcome to an autograph update. Having said on my last one, which I think was in December last year, but I must keep on top of these and do them more regularly, 11 months later, here's my first autograph update of 2022. Brace yourselves, I have 94 items to show you. It shouldn't take too long. Basically, they've been sat in front of me accumulating. I'm starting my refurb of my room, and so I need to sort them and clear them. So I've just scanned them all, ready to upload them to my website. And now I shall show you them all, and then I can put them away. So, a big chunk of this I have shown, either in vinyl updates, CD updates, even DVD updates. But there's a fair bit that I haven't shown as well. I'm just going to crack straight on with the stuff. It's all in piles of sort of what it is, so I'll try and mix it up a bit. So first up, don't think I've shown these. When Lottery Winners released their album Something to Leave the House For earlier this year, I bought every format available, basically. They did a big bundle where you got absolutely everything, and it was only about 70 odd quid, I think, for, I think it was, you know, 2 different vinyl, well, you'll see, loads of different CDs and cassettes. And these are the cassette versions. So I have the standard album on cassette. Well, musically they're all the same. But I have the album on cassette signed by the whole band. I've actually signed the cassette box rather than the sleeve. And then they released individual band member cassettes. So we have the lead singer, Tom. We have bassist and singer, Katie. We have drummer, Joe. And we have guitarist and singer, Rob. Rob. Right. Yeah, so I think I showed this well, I should have shown this in a DVD update. This is 2020's Strictly Come Dancing DVD release. I was going to say video then. Which was Shirley and Craig's Perfect 10. And as usual, there were signed versions through HMV. So it's signed by Shirley Ballas and Craig Revel-Horde. What should we do next? Okay, let's do CDs next before they all fall over. Okay, so all of these I have shown, bar a few recent purchases. So this is the second of the Blue Tones CD box sets covering the years 1994 to 2002. And no, it's not. This is the first of the Blue Tones. Apologies. This is the first of the Blue Tones CD box sets covering the years 1994 to 2002. And it came with a signed art card of the cover of their debut album, Expecting to Fly. This is Shaun Ryder's first solo album, Visits from Future Technology. Nicely signed on the front. So this is a copy of Something to Leave the House For, signed by all of the Lottery Winners. Then we have the individual band member versions again. So again we have Rob, we have Tom, we have the lovely Katie, oops, and we have Joe. Suzi Quatro box set, the Rock Box 1973 to 1979, the complete recordings. And this came with the front of a booklet signed by Susie. More lottery winners. This is the deluxe version of the album, which basically just meant it was in a proper sleeve rather than a cardboard wallet type sleeve. Again, signed by them all. This is Taylor Swift's reworking of her Red album, or Taylor's version of it, as they call it. So I'd already bought this on CD, but then they announced signed copies through her website, so I ordered one of those, but that's why it's still sealed, because I didn't need to listen to it again. Back to the lottery winners. So one of the versions in this mega bundle came with a comic book, again signed by them all, and that also had the CD again, fully signed. And then there was also, they released a Christmas version with a few extra tracks Christmas related on it. That didn't come signed, but it did come with a signed Christmas card. This was a gift, some VCLT that I received, had this in it, and this is Halo James's single Wanted, signed by the band. This was also part of that VCLT, and this is a promo CD for the band Waterfront, signed by the pair. Bryan Adams' album from this year, So Happy It Hurts. This was an Amazon purchase and had a signed card. This is a Various Artists box set, British mod sounds of the 1960s, compiled by Eddie Pillar, who was the founder of Acid Jazz Records, and it comes with a signed card. This is another Various Artists CD set. This is David Hepworth, Deep 70s, Underrated Cuts from a Misunderstood Decade. David Hepworth, the journalist and TV presenter, and again comes with a signed card. Will Young's Greatest Hits album, 20 Years. This is the deluxe version and came with a signed print. The new Altered Images album, Mascara Streaks, signed by Claire Grogan. The Proclaimers' new album, Dentures Out, signed by Craig and Charlie. Lightning Seed's new album, See You in the Stars, signed by Ian Brody. This is the second of the Bluetones box sets. So this is 2003 to 2010. And again, it has a signed card for the self-titled album. We have a Manic Street Preachers album from this year, the Ultra Vivid Lament. This is a deluxe version, signed by them. Will Young's studio album from tail end of last year. I forgot what it was called. Crying on the Bathroom Floor, signed by him. Sugababes Overload CD single. So they reissued the debut Sugababes album, which I bought the vinyl of, and it came with this CD single of Overload, signed. This is the original Sugababes lineup. Elton John's The Lockdown Sessions. with a signed card. Duran Duran's Future Past. With a signed card. The Horn Section's Ultra Bulk album. Signed by them all. Elbow's Flying Dream 1. This is Amazon, I think. Signed by them. I picked up Katherine Jenkins. Thinking about it, my last update must have been just a bit before December, because there's stuff here from the tail end of last year. So it's probably about a year since my last update. Anyway, I picked up in Decca's sale Katherine Jenkins' Christmas album, and that came with a signed print. And in the same sale, Michael Ball and Alfie Boe Together at Christmas. Again, I bought pretty much for the autographs. And there they are. Joss Stone's, I was going to say new album, but she's now got a Christmas one out. But, Never Forget My Love. I had already bought this on CD and enjoyed it. Then she announced signed copies through her website. So I thought, what the hell, and ordered one of those as well. This is the reissue of Shakin' Stevens' Merry Christmas Everyone album. Through his web store, signed copy. You may know the saga of this from my vinyl update, but basically they put the wrong version of the album on the CDs. This is a recent arrival. This is Luke Evans, A Song for You. When I say recent, it came yesterday as I record this. This was through Amazon. No interest really in the music on this, but a nice way to get Luke Evans' autograph. So I like his acting. Those in that particular order for reasons. This is Betty Boo's new album, Boomania. No, it's not. Boomerang even. Signed by her. CD copy, obviously. So Tom Fletcher from McFly writes children's novels. His latest one is called Space Band. He wrote a number of songs for it, which McFly have performed, and this is the CD of that. Again, this only came a couple of days ago, and it's signed by Tom. And then Taylor Swift's new album, Midnight, with 4 different copies with signed cards through her website. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Okay, let's do books next. So this is a comic book. So this is Mom, Mother of Madness, which is a comic book co-created by Emilia Clarke of Game of Thrones, etc. fame. So this was through Forbidden Planet and is signed by Emilia. Then we have Bob Mortimer's excellent autobiography, And Away. And that's signed up the top there. Sophie Ellis Bextor's autobiography, Spinning Plates. Richard Herring's book, Would You Rather, which is a book full of would you rather questions. And oh, this, yeah, is, so I bought this through Go Faster Stripe, and they were selling it with a signed book plate. Oops. which you can add in yourself, but I haven't, I've just tucked it inside. This is My Life in Dire Straits by John Ilsey, who was the bass player in Dire Straits. And as well as a rather nifty bookmark, it's signed. That was through Coles. This is the greatest footballer this country has ever produced, in my opinion, Glenn Hoddle. This is his autobiography, Playmaker. This is The Memory Librarian and Other Stories of Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe and many other collaborators. I'm a big fan of Janelle's music, so really happy to have a signed copy of this. This I bought purely for the autograph. This is Go Gently, Actionable Steps to Nurture Yourself and the Planet by Bonnie Wright, best known as Ginny Weasley in the Harry Potter films. And it comes with a really nice custom signed bookplate. This is Mini Drivers, Managing Expectations. This is Good Pop, Bad Pop, an introduction, an inventory by Jarvis Cocker. So it's not an autobiography, but it's how music sort of shapes his life. So it is a sort of biography, and that's a sort of signature. Back to Sophie Ellis Bextor. This is Recipes from a Kitchen Disco, which she wrote with her husband Richard Jones, who bass player with The Feeling. And that's signed by Sophie and Richard. This is Melanie C's autobiography, which is called Who I Am in the UK. This has a more Spice Girls related title in the US. And signed. I quite liked it. It's a specific signed by Melanie sticker, not just signed by the author. This is now one of my prized possessions, and my good friend Craig Huntley kindly offered to pick this up for me. Nick Cave was doing a book signing for his new book in Cardiff, and you were allowed to get 2. So Craig was going along and he offered to get a second one for me. And sure enough, not only is it signed, but it's dedicated by the genius that is Nick Cave. This is a very recent release. This is Bob Mortimer's The Satsuma Complex. So this is his first novel. I'm looking forward to reading. Signed there. And the last book is also a very recent release. Another Richard Herring. This is Can I Have My Ball Back? So this is about his testicular cancer that he's recently, well, he had last year, and is thankfully cancer free now. Signed. Okay, let's move around. I've got a couple of signed posters. So first of all, I've seen Lottery Winners live at the Portsmouth Wedgwood Rooms twice this year, and second time, which was on the 7th of October. They were for a £5 selling these geek-specific posters signed. So I nabbed one of those. And Sleeper are re-releasing or releasing a special edition of their second album, The It Girl, any day now. And one of the additional things I bought along with it was a signed poster. A bit curly, It Girl. And that's signed by Louise Wenner. Okay, then we'll do this signed photo-y type things. And then we'll end on the vinyl, I think. So, that needs to be tighter. Oh, I've got it. Okay, so photo-y type things. With the Darkness's last album, when I bought that, that came with a signed print. And this is it. So signed by Rufus, Dan, Justin and Frankie. Last year's Strictly Come Dancing DVD through HMV, rather than signing the actual DVD, came with a signed card. And it was Anton, what was it? Motsi and Anton Strictly the Best. So it's signed by Motsi Mabuse and Anton Dubek. Then, with that VCLT that I was talking about earlier, we also had this signed sticker by Waterfront. Craig, he bought on eBay Lucy Griffith's autograph, and there was two. There was an undedicated one, which was the one he wanted, but there was a dedicated one, and he said, did I want it? And I said, yes, please. So he kindly sent me. So it's dedicated to Peter, but that doesn't bother me as well. But that's Lucy Griffiths, the actress who was in Robin Hood, the TV series, and True Blood, amongst other things. Okay, with spring London Film and Comic Con earlier this year. So I did do a Martin Meets video on these. Whilst I'm doing it, I might as well show you photos with as well. But I met the 13th Doctor herself, Jodie Whittaker, and her wonderful companion Yaz, Mandip Gill. Richard E. Grant. So this is my signed photo from Mandip. Also met Harriet Walter. Or Dame Harriet Walter, I should say. Colin Salmon. It's my autograph from Richard E. Grant. And from the lovely Jodie. And then the main London Film and Comic Con in the summer. It's my autograph from Katie Sackhoff. Hannah Murray. Claire Kramer. That's me and Claire. That's me and Hannah. Grant L. Bush. I think I got that right. License to Kill and Die Hard. This is me with Katie Sackhoff. This is me with the girls from Hostel, Bob and Natalia Cova, and I can't remember the other lady's name. I shall pop it on the screen. And then I need to show you. Forgot about this. The booklet for Hostel, signed by Barbara and Thingy and Thingy. Their names I've all put on screen. So the other girl in that photo, plus another lady who was in it, who I didn't have in a post photo. I did get a photo when I met her. Oh, but their names have gone blank on me. I put apologies to them both. No, can't see them on there. Okay, and then finally all the signed vinyl. Let's make a bit of room for getting it. I think all of this I've shown before. So we have Aha's new album, True North. And that comes with a print, but it's only signed by Morton and Magnus. They couldn't get it over to Paul in the States where he lives. This was a £5 purchase from my record shop. The Eyes of Mr. What Do You Want to Make These Eyes at Me For by Emile Ford of And the Checkmates fame. So this is not only signed on the cover to Jean Marie or Jean Laurie, something like that. Lots of love, Emile Ford. Also inside is this signed photo and this signed photo. Not bad for a £5. £4.50 it would have cost me. We have the awesome debut album by Wet Leg. And I bought it through their website and got a signed print. Signed Vivian and Hester. Given how quietly Hester speaks and sings, it's very appropriate, but she's got very small autograph as well. Yardac's debut album, The Overload, signed by the full band. The lottery winners, something to leave the house for. Which one's? Oops. It's wrecking my joint. It's the blue vinyl version. Fully signed. Billy Bragg's For A Million Things That Never Happen, which came with a signed card. Charmed Life for Best of Divine Comedy. This is the coloured vinyl version, bought through the website, and it comes with a note from Neil Hannon that is, although that is printed from his handwriting, the signature is live. Franz Ferdinand's Greatest Hits, Hits to the Head. We have a signed card. Leo Sayers' terrible Northern songs sings the Beatles. Much as I love Leo, this was a mistake. And it comes with a signed card. Tears for Fears, their new album, A Tipping Point. Again, signed card with this. One of very few signed copies of Damon Albarn's solo album, A Nearer a Fountain, More Pure the Stream Flows. Not only has he signed it, but he's also graffitied it. Another copy of Something to Leave the House For. This is the white vinyl copy. Signed by the lottery winners. Is it white? Yeah, it is white. The vinyl copy of Shaun Ryder's solo album, Visits from Future Technology. This is Reeling by the Mysterines. Very good band that Craig put me on to. And this comes with a signed card. The magnificent album For All Our Days That Tear the Heart by Jessie Buckley and Bernard Butler. And this has got a signed card. Just a small one. Final handful. So this is Autofiction, the new album by Suede. And this comes with this signed card. This was some VCLT Stephen sent me. So this is Celeste's debut album. What's it just called? Not Your Muse. And this came with a signed card. That's the front of it, but signed on the back. On Instagram, Billie Piper did a little charity run of signed copies of the soundtrack to her film Rare Beasts. So I nabbed one of those. It's on a nice pink vinyl. But yeah, it comes with a signed card. Nice full signature as well. Sometimes it just signs Billie, but that's a full Billie Piper. Yet another copy of Something to Leave a House For, signed on the front. This must be the picture disc. Yeah, that's the picture disc version. Gilbert O'Sullivan's new album, Driven. Nicely signed on the cover. Robbie Williams' 25 Greatest Hits, reworked with an orchestra album. Bought for his website, signed. Aerial Objects by Simon Goff and Katie Melua, signed by them both. Bananarama's Masquerade, signed by them both. And last but not least, Betty Boo's Boomerang, the vinyl copy, signed nicely in the corner. A late addendum. So in the post the other day, I had a mystery package arrive. and it was clearly a CD, but I wasn't expecting anything, and it had come from one of the other Townsend or Universal Music Group or somebody like that, whoever deal with a particular artist who I'll mention in a second's website. And it had a code on it, and the code began RW. So that would be Robbie Williams. So I received some vinyl I'd ordered through the Robbie Williams website the day before. But then this mystery package turned up, and I didn't know what it was. And it's obviously some cock-ups happened somewhere, because they've also sent me a copy of a new album by Rex Orange County, who I sort of know the name, don't know the music. But I've just opened it to listen to. This is the day after I recorded my video. And it's a signed card with that as well. So, another autograph to add to the list. Okay, there you go. So that's about a year's worth of autographs. I hope you found that interesting. I promise I won't leave it as long next time. When I finish sorting my room, I won't have the space to store stuff that long, so I will keep on top of them. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.